In this video presentation, we're going to look at how we go about configuring a standard IP access list for an interface for this router. Now, what I'm going to do here is use the context-sensitive help, and I'm going to basically act like I've never done this before. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type in a question mark, and we're going to look at what commands I need to use to actually be able to configure an access list. And it just so happens that the command is access list. So Control Enter to get back to my global configuration prompt, and let's type in access dash list space question mark. That brings up the numbers that correspond with the different types of access lists that I can configure. We want to do an IP standard access list, so I have to pick a number between 1 and 99. Let's go with the 10. Now I'm saying that I'm going to configure an access list, and I'm going to call it 10 space question mark. That brings up the next part of the syntax. An access list either has to deny or it has to permit traffic to the particular interface on the router. In this case, for this example, let's do a deny space question mark. Now the next part of the syntax is either the host name or the IP address of the network, or I can type in the syntax any, or I can type in the particular host and the single host IP address and deny access to that individual machine. Now, if I type in any, what I'm saying is that anybody who comes to this interface from anywhere in my network will be denied access. Same thing as shutting down the interface or not even having it configured. Doesn't make any sense, so normally we wouldn't do that. But what we would do is try to deny, for security reasons, a particular subnet or a particular segment or a particular machine access to that interface, and that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to deny a host. I'll type in the question mark there so we get the next part of the syntax, and that would just either be the host name or the IP address. If you use the host name, and you're going to have DNS running on your network. In this case, I'm just going to use an IP address of the host. I'll type in 192.168.1.1. Now what I'm saying is this access list 10 will deny the host with the IP address of 192.168.1.1 access to the interface that I apply the access list to. That's what we're saying. Am I done? For the most part, yes, but if I type in a question mark, I get another command. That is the log command. Now what I can do with the log command is I can basically say that I want to get a console message every time the host 192.168.1.1 tries to access the interface that I have applied access list 10 to. That's all that means. Now, how do I go about actually getting rid of an access list once I've configured one? Let's say that I've made a mistake, that I don't want to have this access list applied anymore. I don't want to have it on this machine anymore. Well, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're just going to type in no access dash list space 10. When I hit enter, it brings me back to my global configuration prompt, letting me know that the command was successful and that I no longer have an access list that is numbered 10. That's all there is to it. That's a pretty easy way of configuring a standard IP access list using the context-sensitive help.